Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. This is Each One, Reach One, praying and hoping that I can teach and reach one with this lesson, Lord willing. Thank you for joining me today for another video in the series, Prophecy and Promise. Well, I promise we're going to talk about prophecy. All right. So, with that being said, all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, and to our King, Yahweh Shai. I'm thankful for an opportunity to be here and glad you're joining me. Glad you're here, breathing and doing well, I presume. If not, send your prayers up and let the blessings fall down. All right, so we're going to begin today in Malachi chapter 1. You see the subject matter, God's love for Jacob. I felt like this one is an important one to get in this series because it highlights, the Most High's character and the Most High's position, regarding his people. And it speaks to John chapter 3, verse 16, the famous, most highly quoted Bible verse among Christians, and just not even Christians, among all people as it pertains to the Bible, because even people who don't even read the Bible, they can all quote John 3:16, right? And so, let's really bring it out. Let's see what the Most High says in his own words regarding these people and regarding his love. All right, that's important, regarding his love. What does he say? The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Right? So he's making the point. He says, I have loved you. Why does he not say, I have loved everyone? He doesn't say that. He's very specific. I have loved you. Who was he talking about? Israel. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel. So we know who's speaking. We know who he's speaking to when he says, I have loved you. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? His response is, was not Esau Jacob's brother? And yes, he was. Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob. He didn't love Esau. He loved Jacob. These two were brothers, twins. And one of the brothers he loved. He didn't love both. He doesn't state that he loves or have loved all people, right? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So it's possible for God to love and to hate. This statement alone destroys the Christian idea of what John 3:16 is talking about. For God so loved the whole entire world, as in the whole entire earth, they believed, is what it means. But God says, I hated Esau. How does he love the whole entire earth, but yet he hates Esau? How is it that he loves the whole entire earth, but yet he specifies that he loves Jacob, Israel? So who's wrong? God, did he not know what he was saying? Or your Christian interpretation of John 3:16? One is right, one is wrong. Which is right and which is wrong? Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. The border of wickedness, the border. That means these people are where wickedness begins and ends with them. And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. That is righteous hatred. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. Okay? The Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. That is how he's going to be magnified. That's how he will be glorified, from Israel, not from the Christian church. The Christian church has it all wrong. They do not understand the Bible at all. Malachi chapter 3. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. See, he's speaking to Israel. And he says, the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple. Right? Because the Israelites were seeking the Messiah. As we know, not 100% of Israel was seeking the Messiah. But Israel still, nonetheless, was seeking the Messiah. And the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. And not all of the Israelites delighted in him, but many did. And Christianity likes to say that none of the Israelites delighted in him, that all of his people rejected him, which is just not true. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? This is a great question, because many people believe that they will be able to abide in the day of his coming, and they will not. Many people believe that they will be able to stand when he appears, and they will not. He is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. And he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver, and that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. Again, no mention of the Christians. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord, as in the days of old, and as in former years. Again, no mention of the Christian church. The entire theme of salvation, redemption, and deliverance centers around Israel. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against false swearers. See how much he hates false swearers? He says he's going to come and judge false swearers. So my question is, if he hates false swearers so much, why would he be a false swearer? Why would he swear falsely? Why would he give a false oath? Why would he say he was going to do a thing and then not keep his word? And you see how he feels about liars, about oath breakers, about false swearers. He hates them. He intends to kill them, to destroy them. And you think that he is one of them? You think he is chief among them? You think he is chief among that which he hates? That is insane. And against those that oppress the hireling in his wages. Uh-oh. Many Christians who should be very nervous hearing this and what this means for them and for their forefathers. You might believe that granddaddy and grandmammy died good old races peacefully in their sleep, or however they died, without having received judgment. You believe they got away with their wickedness and their evil, but they did not. They might have passed away from the earth, but souls do not die. And those souls who are guilty of all that wickedness, all the wicked oppression of the Israelites, the Negroes, who withheld the wages due to the Negroes that built up the entire country. And still to this day, you oppress the children of those Negro slaves and say that they don't deserve anything for what their forefathers and mothers went through. That because they didn't We didn't ourselves go through slavery. There was no justification for paying the children of the slaves what was owed to their parents. So you oppress still to this day the hireling in his wages. The widow, remember, Israel was considered married to the Most High God. And then we became widowed when he turned his face from us. It was like he died to us, right? We became widows. Israel became a widow, and the fatherless, because he's also a father unto us. And when he turned his back on us for a time, we became fatherless, right? And that turn aside the stranger from his right, because we were strangers to these people. And what did they do? They turned us away from the right of our inheritance. They told us that we were Gentiles and that we were not the Israelites. They tried to steal our inheritance, the right of our inheritance. They tried to steal it from us. They turned us aside from our right. And they did not fear God. He says he's going to judge them for this. All of these things they shall be judged for. For I am Yahweh, I change not. And a lot of Israelites read this and then this leads them to believe that, there is no New Testament and, there could be no Christ, no Messiah, because the Most High God says that he doesn't change. So they believe that he's saying that, okay, I'm not going to change regarding the first covenant because I don't change. No, but you got to see what he got to finish the statement to see what he's talking about. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, see, now he's going to tell you in what regard he doesn't change. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. I don't change my mind concerning Israel being my chosen people, because you as much as you guys have done, you deserve to be consumed, aka destroyed. But I will not allow that to happen to you because I chose you to be my people. I'm not changing regarding you being my people. That's why you are not consumed, Israel. That's why you went through slavery and Jim Crow and, all of these different wicked phases and stages and systems of oppression. And yet these people have not been able to destroy you. The Most High God has not allowed his children to be utterly destroyed. He chastised us, but he did not allow these nations to destroy us. Not entirely. We have been destroyed spiritually and mentally, but we have not been destroyed physically. Right? Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you. Listen to his promise. Return unto me, and I will return unto you. You are witnessing the great awakening of the Israelites right now. We are waking up and turning to him in great numbers, and he's turning back to us. And with that turning back to us, the curses which were formerly upon us are being removed and being placed on our enemies. This is what you are watching in the earth. That is why our great awakening is coinciding with the fall of all the other nations, because they could only be up while we were down. But as we come back up, they must come down. It's the seesaw effect. That's the reason why they would like to keep us on the bottom. That is the reason why they hate our awakening so much. That is the reason why they badly want us to be Gentiles and not Israelites, and they don't want us to claim our heritage, because turning back to God is causing him to turn back to us, and him turning back to us is causing the fall of the other nations. They need to keep us in ignorance and in sin, away from our God, in order to maintain their positions above us in order to hold on to the blessings and keep us under the curses. They need us to be in ignorance in order for them to prosper. Their prosperity ends with our awakening. That's why they tarnish the woke movement, right? Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, Satan and his seed, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground. Neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be a delightsome land, saith the Lord of hosts. Israelites, the land of Israel, our land, and us as a people will be called blessed, for we shall be a delightsome land, right? For ye shall be a delightsome land, not have a delightsome land. Ye shall be a delightsome land, because he likens his people unto land. For your words have been stout against me, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, what have we spoken so much against thee? Ye have said, it is vain to serve God. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance? And that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts. And now we call the proud happy. Yea, they that work wickedness are set up. And this is true to this day. Just look around. We call the proud happy, right? They that work wickedness are set up. They are in the positions of power and authority. They got the riches and the wealth and the comfort positions of living in the land, in the world. Yea, they that tempt God are even delivered. And because of Christianity, we say this as well. Well, not I don't, but many do. Many say that those that tempt God are delivered, are saved. They're saved, but they tempt God daily. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, the book of remembrance, right? Just to highlight that. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another. This is latter day prophecy. And the Lord hearkened and heard it. And the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. Ye shall return from where? Ye shall return. Why shall they return? Because these are those of the elect who will hear those words come up hither, and they will meet Christ in the air. They will go unto the marriage and be married unto Christ, become one, be made like him. So when he returns to destroy the earth, his bride will come with him. His bride shall return and discern between the righteous and the wicked. Remember, Christ said when he returns, he's going to judge. He's going to set, the sheep on his right hand side and the goats on his left hand side, and he's going to judge between cattle and cattle. Well, his bride is going to be with him and will assist him in doing this. That's why it says, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. And we know the elect are 144,000 men of Israel, 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, having nothing to do with Christians or Christianity and everything to do with bloodline. This is a promise and a heritage given to Israel that cannot be taken away by men or any doctors of devils. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh. our Father, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our King, the only begotten of our Father, who's our Redeemer, the Lamb of our atonement and the propitiation for our sins. Oh, but he's not a lamb anymore. He's coming as our conquering King and hero. And everyone will receive their reward for their righteousness or their wickedness. You need to be cleaning your lives up right now and getting it together and learning the truth about the Most High God. As he said, you do not understand his mind, nor do you understand his counsel. And you never will if you stay out of the Old Testament. This is the reason why your Christian church leaders try to keep you out of the Old Testament, and why they lie to you and tell you that, that the promises made to the Israelites are really promises made to you. Because they know they can't keep everybody from studying and reading the Old Testament. So they know what they're hiding from you that's in the Old Testament. And so when you go and find it, they don't want you to feel like you was hiding anything from them. They want you to believe that, all those promises are meant for you. And that's the only way the doctrines of Satan can continue to live and to have life, is these lies have to continue to be perpetrated. But the truth shall make you free. The truth will destroy the house of lies. The truth is destroying the house of lies. The satanic doctrine of replacement theology cannot stand up against this series that you are a part of, Prophecy and Promise. This is destroying, absolutely obliterating the lying doctrines of Christianity. If you are still in the Christian church, I don't know why you are, but you must come out of it now. Run fast, run far, run right now, right now. And while you're running, look up and give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, to our Heavenly King, Savior, Redeemer, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. He's coming. But what will that day be like for you? I pray that you were edified. If you have been increased in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, if you have gained anything from this, don't hoard it. Pay it forward. Each one, reach one. Shalom, everybody.